Cheers, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to my broadcast talking all about patience. Patience, yes. When I ask parents, what do they need more of? For the most part, their answer is patience. I need more patience. So today, I am going to give you about 7 ways that you can grow your patience, because so often in this busy, hectic world that we call our life, we lose patience along the way. We're stressed out, it's chaotic, it's crazy. Kids are yelling, screaming, there's all kinds of chaos going on, and our patience goes from up here to way down here. So if you're on with me and you're thinking the same thing, yes, please, 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 can I have more patience? Tell me how. You're on the right broadcast. Welcome, everybody from Facebook, from YouTube, from LinkedIn, from Instagram. Happy to have you here. And please offer up comments. Excuse me. Cheers. Let's have some coffee. Coffee for more patience. Do you like my coffee mug? See? Our lives begin to end the day that we forgot for what is it? Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Yes, the great, late and great, amazing human Martin Luther King Jr. So blessed that that man exists in the world and still exists through all genius. Okay, so hi to everybody. Hi, Anapan. Hi, everybody, for joining me. Let me tell you who I am before I get rolling with all of this. And I'm being like horse. Got my water, got my coffee, 2 favorite drinks in the world. This is what I live on. All right. That's what gives me all this energy. Too much coffee. Okay. I moved on to decaf. Don't worry. I've already had lots of calf. All right. So, little about me. If you're new to my broadcast, would love to chat with you about minimizing your reactions to external frustration, because our kids ultimately suffer because that affects our bandwidth. Absolutely. Absolutely. And in reality, in response to that comment, we have to get in control of our emotions. We have to regulate us. Our children are not born with regulation. And if we're not able to regulate our emotions, how will they learn to regulate theirs? So we're gonna get on that. Thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. Okay, so let me tell you a little about me. If you're new to my broadcast, I am Celia Kibler. I'm the author of Raising Happy Toddlers: How to Build Great Parenting Skills and Stop Yelling at Your Kids. Available in English and Spanish, and easy to find at celiasbooks.com. Celiasbooks.com. This is a manual, guys. You can look up anything that's bugging you and find successful, cooperative, respectful solutions. You're like, oh my gosh, I wish someone could help me with them talking back. Guess what? There's a chapter about that. Someone would help me with potty training, a chapter. Someone to help me with patience, a chapter. It's all in here. It's all in here. It's a manual, just like for your dishwasher or your refrigerator. All solutions. Yay. Repair solutions. Okay. Also, I am the mommy of 5, 2 I gave birth to, and 3 I gained through marriage. I'm a grandma to 9. I've been successfully parenting a blended family for over 27 years, and I've been a real life human parent for over 40 years. I bring you tons of experience. Hi, Izzy. I just have one comment about the Spanish. Oh, really? Okay. Well, I have to talk to you about that, because I actually did not translate it. Somebody else translated it. So we'll talk about that. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Founder of Pumped Up Parenting, founder of FunFit Family Fitness, and the founder of the International Day of Calm. And my friends, if you missed the International Day of Calm Summit, April 5th to 7th, you want to find patience. There are all these speakers that are talking to you about calming your world, relaxing techniques, things to teach your children. Oh my gosh. Aside from me, Celia, lots of incredible people from around the globe that are helping you to stay calm. Go to dayofcalm.org. If you're joining from my YouTube channel, Pumped Up Parenting, all the trainings are right on YouTube as well. So you can listen to them again as you have time. Don't miss out. There is some beyond valuable stuff that we shared on those 3 days of that Day of Calm Summit, dayofcalm.org. Let's get on this. Let's talk about patience, because I don't want you to get impatient with the stuff I'm talking about. So let us calm ourselves. Smell the flower. Blow out the candles. Make more than one candle. Smell the flower. Blow out the candles. Smell the flower. Blow out the candles. We're calm. We're relaxed. Massage your face. Things we learned from Bob Vetter. Relax. Let's gain more patience. So this is probably the one of two main ingredients for getting patience. Are you ready? Do you have your pen and paper? Your pen and paper? I showed you a pen and a paper in case you didn't know what one looked like. This is it. Sleep, my friends. I am a sleep coach. And I can help you with sleep if you don't know how. And I have a sleep course, easy, low cost. Go to pumpedupparenting.com if you need more sleep. It will help you. It will help the common issues with your kids. Sleep is so important. Why? Because sleep, when we're not well rested, we are irritable. We are less patient. When our children don't sleep well, they are irritable, causing more and more aggravation, more and more testing of our patience. Sleep is vital. This phone, the phone that you're watching on, turn it off. If you have kids that have phones or screens, they should be off at no more, no less. No more, no less, no more. Oh, look, an alarm that I'm going live in case I didn't know. Sorry. No more, no less than, are we connected again on Instagram? Yes. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Then an hour before bedtime. Not 50 minutes, not a half hour, an hour before bedtime. And actually, a recent study was done that blue light affects you up to 2 hours before bedtime. So if you're like, oh, no, they have to watch a tablet or they have to do something, then turn it off an hour before bedtime. If you're not that committed, 2 hours before bedtime. What does that do for you? What does blue light do? It causes, in basic, human terms, not medical terms, it creates a party in your brain. You don't want a party in your brain. You want your brain to go into sleep mode. Our brains actually have a sleep mode. They actually have that. And our bedtime routine and turning off screens puts our body into sleep mode. A screen, watching a phone, watching a tablet, party mode. What do you want for you and your child? Because sleep decreases irritability. You've got 4 triggers, and these triggers need to be addressed for you and your child to help with your patience. One, I just mentioned, is sleep. Another is hunger. Are you one of those people like me that get hangry? Like if I'm like with my husband and I'm like, I'm getting hungry, he's like, food, we need food, get food, because I'm going to get irritable. Thirst. Why water? Why thirst? Because when we dehydrate, the first thing to go is our brain. And then that causes irritability, frustration, overwhelm. You lose your patience. Third trigger, overwhelm. If your kid's at a party or dinner and all these kids are bugging them, or parents and adults are bugging them or trying to pick them up or whatever, they get stressed, you lose your patience. All that irritability contributes to you having more patience or less patience. And sleep. 4 triggers, guys: hunger, thirst, sleep, and overwhelm. You need to have them addressed before you do anything in your day. because if the irritability level is down, the cooperation level's up, the pleasant conversation is up, the patience is up. Okay? All right. So get more sleep, address hunger, eat healthy. Crappy food in is crappy attitude out. Okay? So if you eat crap, you feel like crap. If your children eat crap, you know what crap? Do you know that crap, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth and I was a child, was a bad word? There was a song by Simon and Garfunkel. Let me go off on an ADD moment. There was a song by Simon and Garfunkel called Kodachrome. And in that song, they sang, I think back on all the crap I learned in high school. And crap, that word was deleted from the song when it was played over the air. Crazy, right? Crap. So I'm saying a bad word. But that crappy stuff in makes crappy food out, make crappy feeling and attitude out. So cut the sugar, cut the caffeinated drinks, eat more fruits, vegetables, grains, meats, whole foods. Get rid of all that garbagey stuff, okay? And if you encourage your kids to try new foods, if you encourage eating together as a family as much as possible, your children will eat better and have better table manners by your example. And if this is helping you guys, share this out. Share this out to all your people. Share it out. Got a friend who is like, oh my gosh, I lost my patience today. Share it out. Okay. Next tip, eating healthy, making good foods. Oh, and while we're on the eating healthy tip, let your kids help with it all. Let them plan meals with you. If you're in Facebook, in my Pumped Up Parenting group, I have a great meal planning game that you can play with your kids to get everyone involved in meal planning. So let your kids help. Shopping, they can learn a lot from shopping, planning, cooking, serving. The more they get involved with food, the better they are with food. Okay. You know those mornings, those chaotic mornings? If you joined me on Peanut, the app this morning, then you would have learned a lot about routines. I did a whole training on routines, a live training on Peanut, the app. If you're not part of Peanut, look it up. It's a great app for moms and kids. Sorry, dads, it's for moms. But you can be in all my other groups that are also for moms and dads. Schedules are important, and so often, and routines are important, and so often we forget about that morning routine, or it doesn't work for us. And that's a whole thing about how it needs to work for you. You need to stay consistent with it because routines do work. There's not really, if it's not working for you, it's because you're not staying consistent with it and you don't understand what a routine is. But everything you can do in the morning that has to be done in the morning, leave for the morning. Everything that you need for the morning that you can do the night before, do the night before. Okay? Because if you can get lunches made, have your kids help if they're old enough to help, backpacks packed, pick out your clothes for the next day. It crosses off a lot of stuff on the morning routine list that can cause you to be late. Your morning routine should start at least an hour before you walk out that door. Get them rolling. Get them mastering the routine step by step. A routine is a micromanaged segment of your schedule for the day. So if your schedule for the day is get up, eat breakfast, go to school, the routine is the micromanaged segments of between get up and go to school. What happens? Go potty, brush your teeth, brush your hair, get dressed, put on your shoes, whatever those go eat breakfast, play, go to school. That's the routine part of your schedule. Routines are micromanaged segments of schedules. Okay. You're about to lose it. You come home from work, the kids are screaming and yelling, and you're like, holy cow, I've had such a bad day. I'm about to lose it. Take 3. Walk away. Go sit in your room. Go sit somewhere where you can gain composure and think about how you are going to respond. Don't just go in there like a raging maniac and just explode on your children. Number 1, yelling accomplishes nothing. And we're going to get to a special yelling workshop I'm doing free on Sunday with my friend Wendy. Yelling accomplishes nothing, number 1. Number 2, it teaches your children to do the same. Number 3, if you want to resolve something, you need to be proactive. Think about what you're doing and how you're going to present it to your children, and then resolve it respectfully, cooperatively, productively. Okay? So take time out, take 3 minutes, take 5 if you need it, and think about the way you're going to respond rather than just coming up with this aggressive response that does nothing. Okay. Breathing, just like I started out at the beginning. This is a great way to teach little kids. Smell the flower. Blow out the candles. Smell the flower. Oh, we forgot the multiple candles. Blow out those candles. Teach them to breathe, because you can say to a 2-year-old, okay, breathe, means nothing, means nothing. They know how to breathe. Their subconscious mind controls the whole thing. They're like, breathe. Aren't I doing that? If they even know what the word breathe means. But when you do a little game and you demonstrate it, you teach them how to calm themselves. So teach a breathing technique, another calming technique, and you do it too. Here's another one. Squeeze your fists, squeeze them tighter, tighter, tighter. Oh, until your whole body is tense, and then let go of the mad. And when you let go, you relax. Do it again. Squeeze as tight as you can, tighter, 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 and then boom, let go of the mad, and you relax. And now that you're relaxed and you're not tense, you can approach something calmer. Okay. Stop yelling at your kids. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, sure, easier said than done. If they would just start listening the first time, I wouldn't have to yell. But instead, I start out really nice and I repeat myself over and over and over again. And then I start yelling and then they listen. The problem is not the yelling, actually, in that scenario. The problem is the repeating yourself over and over and over again. If you join my workshop on Sunday, you will learn how to do that. Send me a message. I'll send you the link, because I actually don't have the link to tell you right now, and I apologize for that. But this Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, with my friend Wendy in Nigeria, Wendy Olagi. So 2 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. West African time, which I think is GMT +1. 2 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. West Africa time, we will be doing a stop yelling workshop. Stop yelling is my thing. I am on a mission to help. Used to be 1 million, did that. Now it's 10 million parents to stop yelling at their kids. I'm here to help you. And everything you put into place will help you to stop yelling and stop losing your patience. Your yelling gives your children permission to yell. Everything you do, good or not so good, you give your children permission to do. Remember that. So don't be the parent that gets them into that. Okay, let's start that sentence over. If you taught your child something, do they really need to be punished for it? You taught them. So stop punishing for something you taught them. Instead, start being the person you want them to be. If you want them to stop yelling at you, guess what you have to do? You have to learn to stop yelling. I know you don't feel good about yelling. Nobody feels good when they yell at somebody else, especially a child. So learn how you can stop yelling. You can parent without yelling. I've raised 5 children successfully into adulthood without yelling. It can be done, and 3 of those children are my stepkids. It can be done. Stop yelling. Okay? How do I do that, you ask? Learn how. Learn how by oh, there's the link. It has magically appeared if you're on Facebook or YouTube. The link is selar.co, selar.co/end yelling class. End yelling class. Hi, Pilar. How are you? Thank you, Anupam. Thank you for doing that. Okay, so I can't share the link. I can probably put in the comments, but send me a message and I'll send you the link if you're on Instagram, because, unless Anupam is oh, look, Anupam put the link in Instagram. So look at the comments. The registration link is right there as well. Okay, that's for Sunday's Stop Yelling class. Okay, take advantage of it. It's free, no cost, free, like this broadcast. Start taking these strategies and put them in place in your home. It is vitally important you do this. Here is the last way you can stop yelling. You're so welcome, my lucky 444. I love that name, my lucky 444. You need a parenting system in your house. Let's talk about this for a minute. I know you're asking, what is a parenting system? What does that even mean? What it means is, yes, he is the best, is he? I agree. What it means is that we have a system for everything. Ask yourself right now, did you go to school as a child? I'm assuming you did. Maybe not everybody did. Or maybe you were homeschooled. Why did you go to school? To learn more things. Yes or yes? To learn about different things in the world, to educate yourself. Then many of you went to a trade school or went to a college or have been taking courses online to learn about a profession or a career or something you want to know. I have people that register with me to become parenting coaches. They're learning how to do that. There are systems in place for every single thing we do in life. There are systems in place to eat a meal. There are systems to go to the bathroom. We don't pee through our pants, we take our pants off. There are systems in place if you're an engineer, if you're a teacher, if you're an architect, if you're a plumber, an electrician, whatever you do, systems are in place. Why is it the most important responsibility we hold in our hands, raising another human, we take by the seat of our pants? We think we don't need help with that. We know how to do it. We're born with that knowledge. Well, you know what you're born with? You're born with the generational cycles of dysfunction and abuse that went on when you were a child. And then you're taking that and bringing it into your child's life. If you are still yelling at your kids, I'd be willing to guess you were yelled at as a child. If you were yelled at as a child, how did it make you feel? Why do we lose patience? We lose patience because we are flying by the seat of our pants. We have no parenting system in place. None. You don't know what to do. You are reactive. You are not proactive. Your child lies to you, you're screaming and yelling at them. Your child hits you, you spank them. Illogical. Why would you hit a child if you don't want them to hit you? All it does is teach them to hit. It is up to you as a parent to take responsibility for this enormous responsibility and learn the best ways. I wrote this book not because I thought, oh, let me write a book. I wrote this book, 300 pages almost, so that you have answers to the common problems that come up while raising a child. I have raised 5 of them over 41 years and found successful solutions, and it's all in here. I have been educated through this. I am a Gestalt therapist, an NLP practitioner. I have experience to help you. And all of this help is here so you become a more patient, calm parent, a more patient, calm coworker, friend, partner, aunt, brother, sister. We are all role models for children, all of us, whether you're a parent or you're a clerk at a store or a receptionist at school or one of the staff at school, a teacher, a principal. We are all role models for children. You don't have to be a parent. Sports figures, policemen, firemen, role models walk this planet every day in all forms. And children are always watching. What do you want for the next generation? Do you want more of the chaos and division and hatred that's going on right now in this world? The violence. We just had a 14th shooting, not a school shooting, but a big, a mass shooting in the United States. 13 school shootings. This is out of hand. This is people that have so much anger and rage inside of them that they don't know what to do with it, that they can't address it because they never learn and they have no help. And they turn to this extreme violence. Abuse of spouses, abuse of girlfriends, boyfriends. Girls abuse men too. Dysfunctional childhoods create dysfunctional adults. Will you be the one that says, this stops with me? Will you be the one that says, I'm done with this? What am I doing? You could sit there and feel guilty about it, or you could take action. You could do something right now and say, you know what? I'm on this broadcast for a reason. Something brought me to Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn to watch this. And it's up to me. Yes, one person can change the world. You know why? Because if you change the way you parent your child, it is proven that you affect 7 generations to come. If you change the way you communicate to a child, you change the way they communicate to their child, and you communicate to your grandchild and your great-grandchild. Calm, proactive, respectful communication works both ways. Who was the last person you respected that yelled at you nonstop? If you're at a job and your boss screams and yells at you, are you staying at that job? No, because you're not appreciated. If you're in a relationship where you're getting yelled at and labeled and hit, are you staying in that relationship? I hope not. You may be brainwashed, in which you need help to get out. Parents will say to me, well, you have to admit, Celia, there are appropriate times to hit a child. I ask you this question. When is it appropriate for someone to hit you? When is it appropriate for your partner to hit you? When is it appropriate? If you have an answer for me, tell me, because I don't think it's ever appropriate. Violence is never the answer. And if you're hitting your kids, you're screaming and yelling at your children. If you are doing that, you are creating children that are afraid of you, not children that respect you. Do you want your child afraid of you? Is that what you want? Maybe you do. But that's certainly not going to create a healthy adult. That's going to create a fearful adult, an adult that avoids confrontation, an adult that thinks they're the peacemaker, or an adult that is a bully and aggressive. Where do bullies come from in schools? Guess where? Mostly from their home, where they've been bullied. It's up to you guys. I can only influence you. I can only give you advice that helps you be more patient, be a calmer parent. But it's up to you to decide to take action and to decide, you know what? I know this is on me. My children are not making me yell. Nobody can make you yell. You can get triggered, but no one can make you. Only you can make you. And so only you can stop you. I beg of you, think long and hard. Watch this broadcast again. Go to the link that you see on the screen or in the comments in Instagram and join Sunday's Stop Yelling class. It's free. Is a couple hours of your time worth it? We'll probably go an hour and a half. I'm not sure. It depends on how many questions. It's live, guys. So you can ask me questions right on the screen. You can ask Wendy questions right on the screen. We're here to help you. That's all we want to do in life is help you. That's what makes me happy. I am super proud that I've been able to help 1 million parents stop yelling at their kids. Take one tip. Get better sleep, eat healthier, prepare the night before, set up routines, start communicating calmly and intentionally. Take 3, breathe. Set up a parenting system in your home that works so you know how to address the next issue. If you're not sure and you're like, oh, that's going to cost a lot of money, this class is free. This book is under $20. I think it's $15. And not only that, I'm so glad you came in today too. Thank you so much. And if it helped you guys, share it out. You can get this book downloaded on, what's that called? Kindle, under $10. Use a manual. Keep it on your shelf. There it is. Wait, camera weird. It's on my shelf. It doesn't matter. It's behind me. And refer to it. You got an issue. Guess what? There's a chapter. Having difficult conversations with your kids. The importance of play. It's all in here. And it doesn't matter if you have a toddler or you have a teenager. 90% of this book for a teenager will help you. There are a lot of comments on Amazon's of parents of teens that found this book golden. It is a manual you've waited for. It's the manual that does come with kids. You're so welcome, Sylvia. You're so welcome. Hopefully you can join on Sunday. And guys, we have many more yelling issues. And if you can't join on Sunday and you go to the YouTube channel, or the website dayofcalm.org, my YouTube channel is Pumped Up Parenting. You can check out my Stop Yelling class I did on there on the last day of the Day of Calm Summit. This is all we want to do. What we want to do is help you, is my mission in life, my friends. The more parents that we affect, the more parents that we help means the next generation is stronger, more confident, self-reliant, calmer, happier. Sit for a second and think what it would be like if the next generation didn't have to recover from their childhoods. What would that be like? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the ending of all this horrible anger and rage that people do? They approach people, they hit people, they shoot people, they start wars. Their ego is stronger than anything, and they're like a gorilla. "Ah, I am man. I am a gorilla or woman. Listen to me, my way or the highway." What if there was a generation of adults that didn't have to recover, that blossomed from their childhood? Blossomed. Yes, because we all have got issues. All of us have got issues. All of us have got little voices in our head going on, no matter how successful we are. We've all got issues. Let's try to bring those issues down to a minimum. Let's start being purposeful and intentional about raising the next generation. Let's learn how to regulate our emotions so we can teach our children how to regulate theirs. Let's all recognize, whether we're a parent or not, that we are role models for our children of this world. And if we don't be intentional about the way we behave and the way we relate, how will they? Start having compassion and connecting compassionately. Guys, I am so grateful for you taking time out of your busy schedules to spend a little time here with me. I hope you take one thing you learned and you put it into action today. I hope you share this out with a friend you know who is just ready to lose their patience and calls you up and says, "Oh my gosh, I need help." If this helped you, it will help them. Join our class on Sunday. Anupam has put the link in the comments. We also ran a Day of Calm special to help you with learn a little more about communication. Great price. Go to bit.ly/Day of Calm special, bit.ly/Day of Calm special. It's still available for about another 48 hours. And if you want to join Sundays, there are the comment in the comments. That didn't make sense. The link is there in the comments of Instagram, the comments on Facebook, YouTube, all of them. Take action. Decide today. It stops with me. And if you're here listening, put in the comments, #it stops with me. #it stops with me. Let me see if you're on board. Join us. Because you know what? If it starts with you, guess what? Your children learn it. Their friends learn it. Your coworkers learn it. Your family learns it. Can you imagine if you just went into work and somebody started ranting and raving and you said, "You know what? I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not ranting and raving. I'm not yelling. Instead, I'm going to look for the positive in everybody," because humans do more good than they do not so good. Children absolutely do more good than not so good. The problem is we forget to take notice. We're so busy noticing the negative that we forget all about the positive. If you take nothing away from this broadcast, Start noticing the good your children do and let them know you noticed. Do that one thing. The more you're aware of the positive, the more you'll see the positive. The more you let your children know you see the good they're doing, the more they feel like a great kid instead of the bad kid. And the more they start believing that everything they do is right. It's not wrong, like so many of us believe. I don't only do wrong, I do a lot of right. I hope this helped you. I'm grateful for your time. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to spend it with me. As always, my friends, I wish you days filled with peace, love, tons of laughter. Really is the best medicine. You have to laugh more. Stuff is funny. Laugh with your kids. Great stress reducer. If you're laughing, you're not yelling. Okay? Have a beautiful day. Share this out. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. Bye-bye, everyone.